Alright, so I'm not a fan of really talking about what's going on or like what's really going on, let's say, much less, I don't know, being so open. But I mean, right now I'm just a little bothered and I guess I need to vent somehow or kind of educate people. I ran into someone I used to know and I used to be really close with. However, I hadn't seen this person for about 2 years, give or take. And so basically what happened was I see this person and this person tells me, hey, what's going on with you? You gained so much weight and you look like you let yourself go. She joked about it being because of my separation. And I was like, actually, no, it's not because of that. I actually gained weight due to some medication that I've been on. And I've been struggling with the weight gain and, whatever. I basically told her that it wasn't that I overeat because I really don't. I eat pretty normal, healthy. Anyways, so she still didn't get it. She said, you don't look sick. And I get that because I was that ignorant, for lack of better words, at one point. I grew up an active, full of life person, but a year ago it changed me. Prior to that, I didn't understand what I couldn't see, what I couldn't really physically see in a person. So my older sister, she's lived with fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, along with a few other autoimmune conditions for, I'd say, a good 8 years now, about. I could be wrong. My memory is horrible these days. So basically, we would be at a family party and she'd be dancing and everything, and she looked fine. There were days that she looked so normal, like she had more energy than I did. And then there were times where it's like you go to touch her, to grab her, to give her a hug or a kiss, and she would tell me, don't be so rough. I'm in pain. Don't you get it? And I'm like, you don't look like you were in pain yesterday. Anyhow, that was me being uneducated and ignorant. However, once I got sick back in June, July, my life has changed, at least the quality of what my life was. Basically, back then, I was out of nowhere. I couldn't understand. I had a low-grade fever for about a month or two. It was almost reaching 2 months. It was about a month and a half. And over the weekend, I basically went to work on a Friday night, came home Saturday morning. Obviously I have to go to work. I wasn't dying in a sense, so I went to work, and when I come back Saturday morning, I went to bed, and about 3-4 hours later, I wake up choking in my sleep. Not only that, I had a horrible rash all over my face, and it looked like it was spreading over my body. It just was really bad on my face. My face was super red, and my skin, my chest, my upper extremities, my torso had similar signs of that. I didn't get it. I wasn't itching or anything. So it wasn't like your typical rash that I would have assumed. Anyways, I went to the doctor, long story short. After test and test, I found out that I have actually several. I have Sjogren's and lupus, specifically systemic lupus erythematosus, and that is an autoimmune disease. Sjogren's syndrome is an autoimmune disorder. It's not a disease. Sorry, my mind goes blank sometimes. Since then, I have also learned that I have fibromyalgia, and about 3 weeks ago, after months of agonizing pain, the amounts of over-the-counter painkillers and NSAIDs that I would take was insane, and I was still in pain, especially as the day would pass by. It would just get worse. But anyways, I have now confirmed that I have arthritis now too. It's mostly degenerative on my lower lumbar spine, and it's taken a toll, I guess, knowing that I have all these things and I can't really do anything, trying to pretend I'm strong in front of my kids so that they don't see it, and not really letting on to everything that goes on with, I guess, my mother or whatnot, because I don't want her to worry, and family just typically worries. So I try to manage, and when I leave my room or leave my house, guess what? I paste that smile on my face, pretend everything's okay. I have to be feeling really, really shitty for me to not be pleasantly walking around with a smile. But anyways, since then, I have started on several medications. Not the best or funnest part of the condition itself. As you can see, okay, this is actually my room. Hold on, let me move the chair. These are some of what I take. I don't know if you can see it, but I take different supplements from different prescriptions. I have like a group. Some of these are mostly my painkillers, anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxers. Then over here I have, because I also have vitamin deficiency, so I'll take things for that. And then these are my anti-malarials and my corticosteroids, along with, I'm not exactly sure what they would be considered, but then I have like gabapentin, Cymbalta. I started taking other supplements like omega-3 and 6. I don't know if my camera's pointing in the right direction, but this is, just to kind of help my mind, help my bones, whatever. I take my regular vitamins. Now I started taking these. I actually have a bottle in the fridge of these that I'm drinking. Collagen. I have, other deficiencies, which basically include my magnesium, hypomagnesium. So I have low magnesium levels, low vitamin D levels, and I basically try to take that just to help. It's prescription. I don't want to take shots, so I take that for now. Basically, taking these medications suck. When I first started, one of them, actually I kind of almost simultaneously began taking too, which included Cymbalta and the gabapentin. I did not leave my house for like 2-3 weeks other than to take my kids to school and pick them up. And when I had to go to work, I basically had to suck it up. But the side effects from some of these medications suck. I had really bad nausea, migraine. It was like the worst feeling on top of already being sick. I'm always out of energy. I constantly feel tired, well, actually fatigued, but fatigue and tired are very different, because you can sleep as much as you want when you have fatigue, but you will still feel tired and you will still have fatigue, and there's no real change. I'll have, for every good day that I have, that I can feel like the old me, feel alive and do this and do that, I have 50 horrible days waiting for me ahead, or basically a month. Sometimes I don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes physically I don't want to move, but I still have to. And the worst part of it all is just no one really gets that you're sick because they don't see you. I'm not missing an arm. I'm not missing a leg. I look fine. I look normal and young. If I was to be outside in a group of women, especially when I fix my hair and do my makeup, which lately there's days that I really don't want to, but nobody gets it, and it really sucks. One of the most frustrating parts is I enjoy reading. I want to go to school, and it's a little frustrating because these days I can't seem to concentrate. I feel confused, out of it, constant brain fogs, and I guess it sucks because it's very frustrating not to really know what you want to do. Or I'm reading a book and I can read that page like 20 times over, and it's like I can't remember what's going on. Like, any sounds, noises easily distract me, and then it's like I have to start the page over. It's really frustrating. I can walk from one room to the other and I can't remember what I left for. It's been getting frustrating, but in a sense, I think I'm hopeful that it will improve with time. Other than that, I guess another problem that really stinks is it sucks that I want to be my age. I want to have fun. Not really have fun, but I want to be able to make plans and actually keep them. It's weird because in a sense you kind of feel like this disconnect and you feel lonely and whatnot. But in a way, at least myself, I feel like you kind of become isolated just because you'd rather stay home and you'd rather stay in bed sometimes. And then randomly, like, I hate not making plans, but now it's like I kind of have to jump at the opportunity because most days I don't feel well, and the days that all of a sudden I have a little burst of energy or I actually feel closer to myself, I want to be able to go out and enjoy life. I don't care what. I want to go hiking. I want to go for a run. I want to go cycling, and, if I overexert myself or I overdo it, I know the next day it's going to be a long day, and the day after that, it's going to be a bad day too, physically. But it's hard because you want to be able to have your friends and hang out, but it's not always as simple as like, let's just do it. Sorry, I'm just kind of feeling crappy. I've been having a low grade temperature for 3 days now, but I'm used to it. Regularly, you have to get your blood checked. You get labs, typical SSAs and the SSB, like the anti-roll and the anti-low, and then you also get like, other plant panels done. They'll check like your TSH, just to make sure everything's okay. But anyways, I'm not in love with having to get tests done, but it's part of it. You get used to it. Right now, they changed my medications recently just to try to see if it helps, because the corticosteroids and the steroids make you gain weight, and for me it's a big concern, especially now with the arthritis. I'm concerned that it's gonna make everything get out of hand. So, I don't want to be in more pain than I am. Weight is a common factor of ailments and conditions. What am I not remembering? Oh yeah. For some people that don't know, these medical conditions like Sjogren's and lupus or whatnot, they have a tendency they can work one of two ways. Either they can affect you locally, where like, let's say with Sjogren's, it can just be like your eyes, your mouth, your skin, or then it can affect you in other ways, like it can affect your organs or whatnot. Since I found out about this and whatnot, I also had a few episodes where I found out that I have a couple things going on with my heart. So I do have a cardiologist and an electrophysiologist that I also see on a somewhat regular basis. I have an irregular heart rhythm, slightly irregular. It's not too bad. Here and there I'll get chest pains, but the chest pains are also caused due to, like, let's say, the inflammation brought on by the diseases. So you kind of have to push through it. I do have medication for that that I have to take. I use eye drops pretty much on a regular basis because of my eyes. If they get really bad, I'll have to use something else there that's for the eyes, but it's more like a gel. I'll use I have like a special mouthwash to help, especially at night, or not really at night, because sometimes I have to sleep during the day because of my work schedule. I do this mouthwash to help with the dryness. Anyways, that's pretty much wrap around. I think a lot of people just don't understand what's going on when you have an autoimmune condition. It's not visible, but it is something serious. If I'm in pain, if I'm tired, don't think I'm just a lazy person or I'm just being dramatic. No, I'm like seriously, legitimately not my best. I did get an injury, and there was nothing broken, nothing sprained or whatnot, and that injury has taken months to heal. It took 3-4 months before it even healed, and there was no real physical injury. However, I was hurt, and the inflammation in my body itself and the bruising would not go away. Oh, actually, on that, another thing is, like, because of everything with me, I do tend to bruise. I always thought I bruised quite easily, but somehow it seems like lately I'll get bruises out of nowhere, and I don't even know how I got them, and they're actually pretty big, bad bruises, but I don't even recall actually physically bumping that area, getting hurt there. But yeah, it is Lupus Awareness Month. I am a lupus patient. However, I also do have autoimmune conditions, and I feel that hopefully more people become educated, not only, visible illnesses are actual illnesses, and autoimmune conditions are actually, it's one of the top, lupus itself is one of the top conditions, similar to cancer and stuff, that there really is no cure for, and it can be fatal. Lupus can bring kidney problems, kidney failures, and there's so many other diseases linked to it, like Sjorgen's or scleroderma, and there's so many things that can be triggered by that one condition. Heart problems, lung problems, I don't know. Anyways, I hope that this video just kind of gives people a better understanding of what people with autoimmune conditions go through. Thank you.